Another channeled message. So this frequency is very powerful. There's a lot of light coming in. Light is information. Information. Right, so this is where we're seeing the difference between, the choice that they're making to stay in their divinity, to move into divinity, or to stay feeding the devil. So a lot of, in the collective, are realizing that these people have sold their soul already, or they're lost souls. So you either let go or you get pulled in, because they're not here to change. They're not here to be pulled out. They're here to pull everyone else in. It's not easy. And there's a tipping point. Right? But then you stand up for yourself and you realize this isn't working, and then that type of personality blames you for doing it. Is upset at you and sending you the evil eye, as they say. The evil eye. Now I have energy cards here because you need to clear your energy. Just like you would clean your body, we clear our energy just like you would wash the windscreen of your car. So that this type of energy repels back, return to sender. And you can see it. So I'm telling you, if you sit in silence and put hands on Reiki on, I now open to seeing the future on your third eye. I now open to seeing the truth. As I'm reading this person will come into your mind's eye. If this is your reading. And Archangel Raphael is saying, God sent me and said, step away from my anointed. Right? Because you're a powerful healer. Raphael doesn't just work with anyone that closely. He's come in a few times here. So a lot of you are stepping into your healing modality, and these narcos, these people, black hearts or whatever, have helped you realize that you're not going to cast your pearls before swine. Oh. And then you're not going to take the after wrath of it. After wrath. Yeah, got to cut your cords from narcissistic abuse, from people who, they turn on you. That's the narco, I call it. Narco psycho. It's like you were with me 1 second and now it's like, you're not really with me. Oh, you're really jealous or want to pull me down, or it's just a fake smile. We're cutting cords of fear that are draining our health and vitality. We're asking Michael to help us clear away. So Archangel Michael, I give you permission and ask to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing me from destructive patterns. See, they don't like it. When you cut the cord and somebody's feeding on your energy, they can feel it. So they try to get back in with drama. Let's see. It's like, like that energy. No way, really? Bang, they're back into your energy field. And it was just a simple text or phone call. And they can hook in your energy in a text message. So in this season, a portal, you may be actually going through and clearing a lot of numbers and names out of your telephone, right? Out of your email even. My gosh, this is why. Because your flim tame's coming in. Hallelujah. This is a twin flame corridor, or something's happening. The answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. That's why I had to release that. Now, as your twins, you know that both of you do the same thing. Yeah. And this is receiving now the blueprint. As above, so below. In your inner mind, there's peace, tranquility, and then ideas come. So both of you will be receiving the GPS logistics in a twin flame union to be at the right place at the perfect time. There's no such thing as coincidence with God. And both of you will be listening to this because you've cut the cords of a psycho-narcos in your life that are now have no access to your energy, so they're chucking a tantrum. But it's like I've come on to tell you that even if you feel it, you cast it out, you say no. It's very important. You know what I mean? Because we're in this vibration. So this is both. This is the soul star receiving the divine blueprint, and then both twins receiving it into their energetic body, because they both cut narcos. And then they get cranky at you. And that's probably a lot of times, you know, you're bound or held in a vibration because you don't want that person to anger if you were to say, you know what I mean? Because people are unpredictable if they haven't healed, right? And they're like, no, right? You've got to explain it like this, God said. Explain it like this. I heard this the other day. It was a psychologist talking about like a narcissist seeing you gone. It doesn't matter even if it's a mother figure, right? We're talking about a personality disorder that wants to take your energy, even vampirical in nature. They see you as like they own you. So it's like somebody, you know, coming and taking their car. Like if you know, that's like you have an attack. You're like, oh my gosh, you have this drama hit. Somebody's stolen my car, and you get this high adrenaline hit. That's what they're in now, this adrenaline hit, like, who stole my car? I've got to get it back. But you're not a car, and you do not belong to them. And there is nothing they can do about it as long as you hold your vibration in your, because your twin's coming in. Isn't that beautiful? Twin flame energy. Because you cut the cords, we did that in the last one. So we're shifting energy as we speak. There's a healing of an addiction here as well. So let's have a snapshot here and see out of this. See how God uses everything for good, but we don't know just because we're like in 5% of reality, and our brain is in 5% of that reality. The capacity we're using is increasing. So let's just do a snapshot here. We've come back to this divine feminine again, and she's released. So we're not reading on him anymore. You've created the space already. You just needed to know that if you feel any tension, yeah, they're not happy. They're not happy, Jan. How dare you do that to me, or whatever. It's like this particular person got what they give out, but you didn't do anything. It just sort of has come back to them. You're no longer their supply, and they're cranky. But if you hold out, it only takes 3 days and the person's onto another supply, right? Until they're down again, and then they may look you up because they do have lots of people. They can't afford to just rely on one person. That's why they're cheaters as well, because they have to keep constantly receiving the energy because they cannot manifest it themselves. They only take from others. Parasitical in nature. Parasitical. So this is divine feminine here, Queen of Cups, moving into a more psychic, peaceful, flowing energy without any narcissistic abuse in her life. And that raises the vibration of creativity and passion and excitement. This is a, you know what it is. Listen to me, like it takes energy for the Ace of Wands to light a fire, the spark I'm trying to think of. There's a spark here. So there's a bit of friction to get the spark going. Do you hear the cockatoos? Going to the forest. Queen of Wands. I was going to say, here she is, closing out the cycle, moving into happiness and marriage. As a divine masculine deciding, right, on commitment. Wow. So there's a shift here also in the energy from this divine feminine, because she's gone from not like the Queen of Wands, and now she wants something more stable. So her energies is more stable, but she's still the Queen of Wands. But she's ready for commitment here. She's ready for the new cycle to begin without any psycho-narcos. And here's a divine masculine choosing the same. I'm hearing choosing the same. It's time. The final judgment has been called on this abuse. And it's echoing in the past. So if you're not in this energy, you would tend to feel that energy and then reach out to the narco. Do you know what I mean? And it's saying, don't do that. You've healed from that. This is profound. Well done. Commitment is coming your way. You've healed, and you're bringing a marriage, right? A masculine feminine marriage into, it's being birthed right now. And it's coming up from the earth. They keep showing me the earth, right? It's destiny. So the divine blueprints have been received by both these twins, and the activation is happening right now because the stars are in alignment, and there's been a decision made on the masculine side because this feminine let go of something that no longer served her, which makes the masculine do the same. Isn't that wow? I mean, isn't that just wow? Look at the strength of this feminine. Standing up for herself here, her independence, knowing that, you know, she's got to go by faith at the moment, not by sight. And when it doesn't feel right, it's not right because all the clairs are open. She heard, there's seeing things, the behavior, the lack of trust, right? The lack of moving forward, just feeling stuck. That no longer is a part of her life. Because she made that decision here, right? You may be in the midst of making it right now. You may think, oh, well, this person needs to change. I hope he's the one that transforms. But the narcs don't do that. That's why I'm talking to you about it. There's no hope here for it. If you label them that, as a psychologist would label them that with that disorder, and you've seen enough of that type of behavior to know the symptoms of it, because we are on our mission breaking the empath narcissist paradigm, the codependency. And look, the destiny is here for this masculine who's woken up. In the middle of all this, there's a divine masculine here that's woken up and is in his destiny. Wow, how did that flip? These readings are blowing my mind. They're just totally different to normal. That's how I know the frequency's finer, right? There's not as much dross in it. So you think of lies and deceit as heavy energy. You know, it weakens a person, so they become cowardice. And when the truth is shining bright, it's very strong. And if you can infuse it with unconditional love, it's 6,000 times more powerful as a frequency than any fear. Right? So the enemy knows that. That's why he tries to break your heart so that you don't channel the love. Anything else we need to know here about the Two of Wands and the Star? We've got the Two of Wands here and the Star. Anything else, angels? Three of Pentacles. Here's the Temperance again. This is alchemical marriage. This means that once it's balanced here in above earth, it has to manifest down here. As long as the space is being created, which is what's been happening, is what we're seeing. And this is about fighting or healing, reining in any addictions. Really? Yeah. For long-term commitment is worth it, I'm hearing. And it's replaced with fun and flirtiness. What? This is a marriage here. This is really powerful reading. Wow. And it's because if you think that person is your twin, it's very hard to let go of. Even if you don't think it's a peptide rush, it's an addiction. Oh, it's that addiction too. You know, and then that opens up for other addictions. Yeah, so it's never just one. And, I mean, we wouldn't be human if we didn't have them. Because we've learnt to self-medicate on different things that have been available in 3D. Instead of looking up, which is what's happening now. The consciousness is changing. We're looking up to the heavens. And we're reigning in strength from the light codes, and justice is coming. These are heaven kingdom marriages I'm hearing. Come on now. I don't normally talk like that, But somebody's working hard behind the scenes to set this up. All right, and then there's going to be an announcement here. Engagement, I just heard an engagement. Oh! And there's the wedding. You're kidding. Yep, and it happens within the next 8 weeks. With this King of Pentacles ready for commitment. You'll realise how good this is. That then you'll realise the past and how it just wasn't sufficient. And you had to end it. So this takes guts and fortitude and faith. So well done. Don't give up just before the miracle occurs. It's going to be better than you can possibly imagine. Thanks so much for watching. Open to the angels. If you'd like more messages from them and the galactic guidance, join us at the Lightworkers Lounge. We're also getting ready for our full moon Holy Spirit fire soul clearing, which is always very exciting. And we're doing a release your fears and release all your exes. Whoa! Fire ceremony, also in the Lightworkers Lounge. So have a look at the Members Lounge. Thank you for liking, subscribing. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.